Welcome back to the Untouchaballs podcast. Caden and Evan here bringing you another MLB episode. We've got a couple things to cover here from Dwyer's Disappearing Player of the Week. And then we're going to talk some more awards. We went in a little bit into the Rookie of the Year race. Lastly, we're going to check in right now on the MVP race. How's that looking in the American League and National League? And then the Cy Young race, which seems a lot more tighter than a lot of these MVP discussions. So we're going to have a lot to talk about here. Starting off, though, Dwyer, what's going on?
Cade, well, it's been a little while since we've seen this guy. He's really far out there. You have to go all the way back to about 2023. Mr. Brandon Woodruff, where have you been? This poor guy just can't stay healthy. Yesterday, get hit with a comebacker to the elbow, I believe. I mean, we miss you. We need you back, Brandon. You know, you're the man. Like, we were talking before the show about, like, oh, who are we going to pick? And, like, obviously this isn't a conventional pick by us here, but just absolutely dominant his last 3 years before getting injured. 2.56 ERA, 79 innings pitched, 211 Ks, 3.05 ERA, 153 innings, 190 Ks. I mean, he's 23. He only threw 67 innings, but had 74 Ks and a 2.28 ERA. Absolutely dominant. And, like, he's a guy I feel like he's, like, older, you know? Like, I feel like he'd be like, oh, he's, like, 35, 36. He just hits me as that kind of guy. He's only 32. So, like, I know, the Brewers have that pitching rotation at lab. Like, they just make guys out of nowhere. But they're kind of getting hot at the right time, and I think they just need Woodruff back, like, ASAP.
Oh, they definitely need Woodruff back. I mean, you could add a pitcher like that to your rotation automatically. It makes you better. And kind of like you're saying, like, he only pitched 67 innings in 2023. Obviously, then went down with TJ. He's supposed to be back, end of April this year, where he started making his first couple rehab starts a couple weeks into the season. Was looking good with his rehab starts, was dominating AAA, like doing what he should, looking back to Brandon Woodruff form. And then he gets ankle tendonitis about a week before he's, like, he might have been his last rehab, or maybe only needed one more. It's like, no, you got ankle tendonitis, time to shelve you for a couple weeks. This is right at the start of May when he was going to look like he was coming back. Has to miss a couple weeks there from that. Then he comes back, is shoving, again, like looking right back to Brandon Woodruff form. I mean, another thing that kind of made us choose him is I drafted him at, like, towards the end of our fantasy draft in our league this year. I'm like, I'm going to just stash him on the IL. Should only miss about a month. Obviously, he's still out, but his last rehab start before yesterday when he got drilled in the elbow with a comeback, or not just an elbow, his throwing elbow. So that's even better. But the start before, Woodruff struck out 6 and allowed 1 unearned run on 5 hits and no walks over 7 innings. So looking exactly like Brandon Woodruff. He was getting his pitch count back up. Was 74 pitches there. It's like, okay, yesterday was probably going to be his last rehab start. Then we'd see him back with the big league club. And instead was removed from start at AAA Nashville after getting hit in the right arm by a line drive. Who knows how long that's going to now keep him out? I mean, I'd assume. I mean, he's going to at least need one more rehab. So you're going to probably see him maybe miss a couple of starts before even that happens, because that's your throwing elbow that got hit. You're such a good pitcher, Brandon Woodruff. Baseball wants to see you back. To Brewers, like you're saying, they're getting hot right now. And they're just had like an 8-game win streak. They're looking good. If you get Brandon Woodruff back in that rotation where already they have, like you're saying, just they're a pitching lab, they'll turn a bunch of nobodies into somebodies. Jose Quintana's been great this year. They call up, like we talked about last week, they call up Logan Henderson for spot starts every now and then. He just shoves. Chad Patrick's been good.
Awesome.
And then you still obviously have Freddie Peralta. If you can get Brandon Woodruff back into the front end of that rotation, makes the Brewers a lot scarier, and it makes the Cubs look at them a little more like, we need to be a little more aggressive, maybe trying to get starting pitching, bullpen help. Like, it just is going to push it, not only the Brewers forward, I think it's going to make the Cubs have to really try to make some moves if they want to stay at top of the Central.
For sure. I mean, they have a 6-game lead on Milwaukee, and actually, the Cardinals are still ahead of Milwaukee right now in the standings. But I don't think anyone expects them to stay like that. Um, I mean, it's crazy how like I mean the Brewers they're one of those teams that just do it every single year, no matter the talent. Like you lose your honestly your best bat last year in Willie Adames, arguably. I guess Contreras was. I mean Contreras has been brutal this year too,
Oh yeah.
and like you lose him pretty much to say you lose his bat because he hasn't been there. Obviously Adames is gone. You bring back Yelich has been great. Yelich has been great. He looks back to his like normal self. But Milwaukee's back. It really is. But it'll be interesting how it shakes out. And,
Reese Hoskins has been raking for them this year.
yeah, yeah.
Like,
There's just these guys they find.
well, I mean, last year, I mean, he was coming off an ACL. People didn't expect much. He still had a good year with like 23, I think, home runs. And now this year, it's like, yeah, it looks like Reese is fully healthy, getting back to what we saw in what was that, the 2022? Yeah, 2022 playoffs, where he was not just playoffs, but regular season over. He was a dominant power hitting first baseman for the Phillies. Now it's looking like he's getting back to that form with the Brewers, just another like cog to add to that machine that's working. Yeah, Yelich has been awesome. He's looking back to form. No, I don't think William Contreras is going to be this bad. I mean, unless he's like Adley Rushman and just forgetting how to hit. But I don't think so. I think William Contreras is going to step it up, get back to that 110, 115 OPS plus by season's end because he's just a really good hitting catcher. I expect that those to improve while
Curio too.
actually,
Curio has not been good.
no.
Only 709 OPS. He's been brutal. Obviously, he's young, so I expect him to be able to figure it out.
Yeah.
Um,
It looks like things are trending up for the Brewers. Now you just need, if you can get Brandon Woodruff back, you're all that right there makes you an even better team. Just these freak kind of little injuries going on in rehab starts, they need to stop.
yeah, let's just skip the Woodruff gets a pass. He's good enough where he just doesn't need a rehab start anymore. Just
No
throw
more
him out
rehab starts.
there. Yeah,
He's made enough of them this year. No, he's good.
yeah, he's fine.
Don't send him back to Nashville. Apparently that's when bad things happen for him.
No way.
Now though, I mean, let's look at some of the award races right now where MVP is, especially in the American League, it's a two-horse race really right now between the overwhelming favorite in Aaron Judge and big dumper Cal Raleigh, who's having one of the best seasons ever for a catcher right now.
It's awesome. It is awesome. And he's not getting the love that he's deserves. Just because it sucks because he's got Aaron Judge there, which is I don't want to say the only way he wins is if Aaron Judge gets hurt, but kind of is how it is.
Kind of what it is, yeah.
It's awesome because the Mariners have been good this year. They're still ahead in that division, correct? They are actually took him over. I mean, without him, that offense has really needed him, and he stepped up huge.
Not only has he stepped up huge, Cal Raleigh leads Major League Baseball in home runs. He leads Major League Baseball in home runs right now with 23. His batting average right now at 259 is by far and away a career high for him. He has an on base right now with 374, OPS of 999, OPS plus of 189. And he's already, and he's on top of that, he's one of the best defensive catchers we have in baseball.
You think he's the most underrated player in the game?
Ooh. That's it. I mean, he might be because I mean, for a while, in my eyes, it was Kyle Tucker. No one was giving him respect. I think people are finally starting to come to terms with how just
that contract he's about to get. That contract he's about to get. He's about to be no.
Yeah, when he's about to make 500 mil plus this offseason. But yeah, Kyle Raleigh, he's got to be up there for the just most underrated player. Where over these last 4 seasons with the Mariners, this has been his B WAR. He's been at 3.9, 3.4, 4.7. He's already at 3.4 B WAR this year. His home runs, his back-to-back 30-plus home run seasons, 27 the year before, already at 23 this year, on, on pace to blow his previous titles out of the water. He's looking to set the single-season home run record for catchers by a long shot this season. I mean, Salvi did it back in 21. I think he got 48. Cal Raleigh's on pace for over 50, I think like 55, 56 this year.
Mm.
That's how that's how good his power stroke's been.
Also, like, kudos to the Mariners signing that extension in the offseason. I think it was like 6 years, 105, I believe. Like, money time to buy in because it would have costed him a lot more after what he's putting up right now so far this season.
But Raleigh didn't get an extension.
Yeah, he did. He did.
He's eligible next year. Baseball Reference says he's eligible in 26, free agent in 2028.
Does he not have a? I'm looking at it right now. Maybe he's like an opt out in it.
No, it says he's 6-year, 105. I guess Baseball Reference just isn't updated.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say.
Because I remember that too when you said it. But yeah, Baseball Reference just apparently isn't updated with that because they said he's arbitration eligible next year and would be a free agent in 2028. Which that's not true because he's now locked up until 2031 with the Mariners, and that's insane. Like you're saying, he's not really gonna be close to winning MVP because of how insane Aaron Judge is. Like,
yeah,
you don't want to hope for it. You don't want to hope for injury. The odds at plus 35, it's worth a sprinkle. That's worth at least a little something. Because, I mean, Aaron Judge is in one of the greatest peaks for a right-handed hitter all time right now, where, he could very well possibly be a 3 straight MVPs, but he got hurt in 23. I think that's what it would take for Raleigh to win. But I mean, in that 23, he had 4.5 WAR in 106 games. This year, through 59 games, he's already at 4.7 WAR, leading the league in hits with 86. Oh, this slash line is all bold on Baseball Reference. 387 batting average, 485 on base, 757 slugging, 1242 OPS, 248 OPS plus. Has already 168 total bases. He's on pace to be just behind Babe Ruth for the most total bases in a season all time. What Aaron Judge is doing right now is really insane. And not only that,
he's living up to that contract.
41 walks to only 58 strikeouts right now as well. We're seeing, like, maybe feel thought last year might have been peak Aaron Judge when he hit 322 with 58 home runs. He might hit more than his 61 from 62 from a couple years ago and hit for a higher batting average. Wouldn't be surprised if we see 60 home runs, 330, 340 batting averages. Like, that's how good Aaron Judge is right now, and that's how locked in he's been at the plate, not even just this year, but over the last 4 seasons.
Yeah. It's funny, Aaron Judge came up in conversation with a couple of my friends, and we're talking about, like, if you were to make one, like, the all 2000s team, like 2000 on, like, is Aaron Judge a lock for that team? And, like, honestly, I think he is. Like, is an outfielder
since 2000?
Yeah.
I mean, you probably got Trout running center.
Bonds.
Bonds would be actually Bonds and Judge.
Yeah.
I mean, probably.
Suzuki, maybe? I don't know. Yeah. I mean,
Ichiro.
I wouldn't put him. I want Judge in that lineup. I don't see how you don't have Judge in that lineup.
I agree. I mean, Ichiro, though, what he did. He came over in 2001, so his whole career was in the 2000s. Over 3,000 hits,
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's the greatest team of all time. I mean, it's not like it's...
it's insane. If you're going... Maybe you could maybe split it up decades.
Yeah. But, he cemented himself first ballot Hall of Famer. Like, he's... I mean, obviously, everyone's whole thing against him is to do with the playoffs and all that. Maybe he does it this year. I don't know.
That's the one kind of knock on Aaron Judge is He doesn't perform in the playoffs, but in the regular season, he's one of the best players we've ever seen.
Yeah.
Maybe he needed to have the Mike Trout type of career where they just never make the playoffs. So you don't know if they're bad or not in the playoffs.
Yeah, yeah. That really has helped Trout out a lot.
Well, I don't know if it's helped him or hurt him because he only played one playoff series in his entire career.
Yeah. Oh, man. Hey, glad
That's
he's back
fucking crazy.
too. You see him already? 450
Yeah,
foot
yeah,
bomb. Oh god, it's
yeah.
awesome. Uh,
Hey, Mike Trout's healthy. It's just great because it's not like he's bad at baseball yet. It's just he can never stay on the field.
for sure.
But
Is there any other names you like AL wise? Like that really interest
not
you?
really. I think those are the. It's a two. I know we're only 2 months into the season, but I think it really might be only about a two-horse race.
Yeah, I like Witt and Ramirez, but it's just I feel like it's not. It's gonna take.
I think
Both of
they're
them getting hurt.
exactly. I think they're already like a tier lower
Yeah.
than Wally and Judge, and
Yeah, it's
if
just
Judge
Judge,
gets hurt,
Raleigh, and those guys, you know?
yeah, and then if Judge gets hurt, then all of a sudden Raleigh's right there at the top, and not Witt or J Rand. That then you'd need something to happen to Big Dumper. That yeah, I think it really is gonna. As we're looking right now, I think it's coming down to that Aaron Judge or Cal Raleigh.
Yeah.
National League though is where I think it gets a little more open. Because I mean, obviously Shohei's the favorite and should be the favorite. With he's still insane. I mean, 23 tied for the league leading home runs with 23, batting 288 with already 3 WAR. Like just doing normal Shohei things. Plus,
But
he just threw another live BP off the mound. He'll probably be back in this rotation after the All Star break. If he can keep hitting, like Shohei, add in a little pitching, it
there's a lot.
kind of like Aaron Judge, it's his award to lose. But I do think there's more horses in the race in the National League compared to Judge and Raleigh just at the top of the AL.
Yeah, I mean, like you said with Judge, like if Judge goes down, then like Raleigh's the favorite. Where if Otani goes down, there's now no clear favorite at all.
No,
There's probably 5 or 6 names you could probably talk about as a potential MVP candidate at that point. I mean, yeah, like you said, I mean, Tatis having a great year. Tucker's having a great year. Carroll's he's just hitting bombs now out of nowhere. He's just hitting a ton of bombs. PCA, your favorite player in the world. Just, man, he can't deny it. He can't deny it. It's
Hey,
awesome.
how about this? I'll say this now. If PCA wins MVP this year, if he keeps up this pace, I'll shave the head and dye it baby blue like he did last year.
Whoa. Okay. Clip it. Clip it. We'll see. I mean, yeah. I mean, they have it plus 1,000. That's not nuts. That's not nuts. He has the 5th best
Not at
odds,
all.
4th best odds. Yeah. Like, um, yeah. But I mean, even a guy like Kyle Schwarber is plus 5,000 odds. Like, raking this year. He's hitting for average, hitting bombs. Like, there's so many guys. I mean, Freeman's awesome. I mean, Lindor's been starting to be Lindor again. It's interesting.
Yeah, you just mentioned Freddie Freeman. What he's doing at like, what is he, 35, 36 now? Hitting like 350 on the year.
With a bad
Still
ankle.
just still one of the best first basemen in the league without a doubt. Maybe the best first baseman in the league. Like, it's insane what he's still doing. I mean, that whole Dodgers lineup just rakes. And Freddie is kind of right at the top of that. But yeah, you mentioned Kyle Tucker. And I know we kind of mentioned him earlier. He's been awesome for the Cubs this year. Coming over, obviously, in the trade from the Astros because they didn't want to pay a top 10 player in baseball. Still don't really understand that. But I mean, 2.5 WAR already. He's got 12 bombs, hitting 284, 918 OPS, 163 OPS plus. Had another 10 doubles, 4 triples, 16 stolen bases, only 1 caught stealing. Like Kyle Tucker, I mean, we've been saying, I mean, he does it all. He's a 5-tool type of player. He plays great, good defense over there in right field. Already a 2-time Gold Glove winner. He's a 5-tool player, and I think he's just showing it right now for the Cubs. And if he can continue on, he'll be right in that MVP conversation.
for sure. Like you said, like I mean, he's gonna get 500. The only thing that's holding him back is his age. What is it, 28, 29? That's the only reason why he's not going to get like a Soto. Like,
Mm.
but he would be if he was 2 years younger, 3 years younger. I think he'd get more than this, and just because he offers so much more than Soto. Like, okay, like
Oh yeah.
that's a very comparable. Maybe you give it the edge to Soto, but like very slight. But like, yeah, defensively on the bases, like it's not even
That's
like. I mean, yeah, you said like he probably still is one of the most underrated players in baseball, just because like people don't like. Yeah, he's like there's very few guys that you could say like, okay, if he plays a full 162 games, he's one of the most likely guys to get 40-40. Like there's very few guys that could do that. Him, J-Ram, like I don't know.
yeah.
I don't even think he can say Acuna anymore. I don't think he's gonna be stealing bases like that.
You could say Tommy, but
Like,
yeah, Carroll. If he keeps up this power, yeah.
Tatis. That's about it.
Mm.
So I mean, yeah, it'll be interesting if the Cubs. You'd think they'd have to sign him, but if not, I don't know where he would go. That would be interesting. No clue where he could possibly.
No clue. Because he's gonna get back. It'll be like 10 years.
I hope he's not a Dodger. I really hope not.
Oh, dude, yeah. I'm pleased no.
Or like a Yankee. Oh man, I hope not, man.
I agree with you on that.
Lights. Everybody needs them, but not just these ones. We're talking red, blue, and green light therapy with Hope Rising Health. Suffering from aching joints, muscles, or even a bad headache? Light therapy can help you. Check out Hope Rising Health on Facebook to learn how a board-certified light therapist can help you today. Whether you are an athlete or just living everyday life, you can benefit from light therapy, and Hope Rising Health is there to teach you. So come on down to Hope Rising Health, located inside Fitness Avenue at 100-108 South First Plaza, Johnstown. Doesn't matter if you received light therapy before or if this is your first time, Hope Rising Health can help. That's Hope Rising Health, located in Fitness Avenue at 100-108 South First Plaza, Johnstown, and follow the Facebook page, Hope Rising Health, LLC. Now let's get back to the episode.
Okay, Dwyer. I mean, I'm good here now talking about National League. We kind of mentioned, Kyle Tucker. I mean, Tatis is right in there. Corbin Carroll, like you're saying, is just hitting for a lot of power this year. Like, unlike the American League, I think this, especially if like Shohei goes down, misses a month or so, it becomes a very wide open race in the National League. Where in the American League, we're saying that it might just be that 2-horse race. Unless you've got any players you want to highlight, I'm ready to move on to Cy Young if you are.
I'm ready.
Okay, I mean, let's go. Let's start American League like we did with the MVP, where Derek Skubal, best pitcher in baseball, is the favorite to repeat for Cy Young after, putting together, we talked about it a little bit, the best start of his career a couple weeks ago, followed it up this past weekend with another amazing start against the Royals. Like, Skubal's just him. He's the best pitcher in baseball, and as long as he's healthy, he's going to be right in that conversation.
Yeah, he's in the middle of his peak right now. There's not really much you could do. Like, obviously, Crochet, Hunter Brown, these guys are having tremendous seasons. Max Fried, we talked about, awesome year. But, like, Skubal's kind of on that, like, I don't want to compare him to, like, it's kind of crazy, but, or, like, even just, like, a DeGrom, like that, with the Mets, just, like, he's just, like, it's his to lose every year until he really either gets hurt, Like, I feel like that's really it. I mean, I don't know if we talked about last week. I don't know if that happened before we podcasted that, like 13K.
Oh yeah.
Complete game. That was
and then
also,
last week, after that against the Royals, went 7 shutty.
Yeah, so it's like, how is anyone going to be better than that? It's impossible. A lot of names, obviously, like Chris Bubik, like just having a great year.
The breakouts finally happened for Chris Bubich this year. Like, he was, I think, a popular pick for a lot of people preseason on someone who could break out. As we saw, obviously came up, didn't look great, then missed a lot of time with injury over these last couple of seasons. They brought him back midway through the year last year, used him strictly out of the bullpen to a tune of a 2.67 ERA over 30 in the third inning. So, like, okay, there's something there. Got inserted back into the starting rotation this year. And like I said, he was a lot of people's pick to be one of the biggest breakouts of the year. And that's exactly what it's been, where he's leading all American League pitchers in WAR right now with 3.5. Is also best ERA with a 1.43, over 75 and a third innings, to go along with 79 strikeouts, a 286 ERA plus, and a 2.45 FIP. So it's not like he's getting extremely lucky or anything like that. That FIP is still awesome.
Yeah,
He's leading the American League as well. He only has a .4 home run per nine, not giving up the big fly. I mean, it does help that he gets a pitching Kaufman for that, but he's been here. He's been dominating when we've seen, step back out of Cole Reagans this year. Seth Lugo's still looking good. Michael Wacha is looking good, but Bubic has really emerged to kind of the front line of this staff where, I mean, the pitching for the Royals is good. They've been good all year. They just don't know how to hit.
Yeah, getting Cags back is up. That's interesting. Looked good in his debuts. Kind of got robbed a little bit, hitting the ball hard.
Oh, he roped that first one.
Oh yeah, Victor Scott got it. Yeah. But no, yeah. I think one of us picked Reagans, correct, in our Cy Young?
I'll pull up. I think you might have picked Cole Reagans.
Rough one, because he's been battling injuries and stuff, though, this year.
Yeah.
But, no, yeah, Blubik's kind of just taking over. He's the man this year. Yeah.
Nope, I have Cole Reagans. I have Cole Reagans.
Nice
yeah.
pick. Great pick.
I got Cole Reagans and Logan Gilbert, who have both been injured. You have Scooble and Skeens, which are the two favorites. But an MVP, I have Judge and Shohei.
Yeah,
but then also, we'll get to the National League some with Zach Wheeler, but I also have Garrett Crochet, who, like you said, is having an awesome year right now. And then I need to put some love on Brian Wu, because Brian Wu is awesome at baseball. And it makes no sense because he was so bad in college. He was at a 6 ERA, I think, his last year in college. And the Mariners were like, yep, we want you. You're gonna be a big star for us someday. He's come up. He battled injuries his first couple years. But I mean, last year he made 22 starts to a 2.89 ERA. This year, through 11 starts, 2.82 ERA, just about 2 WAR, 70 in the third innings pitched to go with 63 Ks, a 1.30 ERA plus. Like, Brian Wu's looking awesome, and it's the Mariners have had to deal with. He's only 25, and the Mariners have had to deal with a lot of injuries in the staff this year, where George Kirby has only made 2 starts this year, and he's looked bad in those 2 starts. Logan Gilbert was. Yeah, Bryce Miller has looked great. Logan Gilbert was looking great at the start of the year. He's been out for over a month now, about a month and a half, rehabbing his injury. That it's been Brian Wu and like Luis Castillo at the front end of this rotation, then spot starts with like Emerson Hancock or something. Brian Wu's leading this staff right now, and one of the better teams in the American League. The Mariners are actually hitting for once, so that helps. But we got to shine some light on Brian Wu because he's been awesome for them.
Yeah. No, yeah, for sure. At plus 4,000 odds, that's kind of crazy. But it just kind of shows how, like, locked in school. Like, I'm looking at all these names on these pitchers. Like, none of these, they're all on, like, near 500 clubs, outside of Fried. Like, Scooble's the only one, like, he's the best pitcher on the best team, like, Astros, you're kind of, like, right there with, obviously, the Mariners. Royals haven't been great this year.
Rangers have been bad. But DeGrom's been awesome. DeGrom looks back like DeGrom. I mean, the strikeouts aren't as high as maybe we're used to seeing with DeGrom, but he's still awesome.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'll take an 80% of DeGrom any day of the week. Nice.
I'll take him anytime, anywhere. But, yeah. There's a lot of those. I mean, even you can go to Nathan Eovaldi in the American League. I guess he just got put on the IL, but he has a sub-2 ERA right now. Just shoving. I mean, people call him Big Game Nate for a reason, because in those biggest moments, you'll see him go 7 shutty, 6 Ks. He's never been like a dominant regular season guy. And he's just been, I mean, the Rangers' old man pitching staff, I think we've talked about that a little bit, they have the best starting pitcher ERA in baseball.
They need it.
And Yeah, they need it because I mean you're getting great starts out of Eovaldi, DeGrom, like two guys you thought you could count on. But then it's like Tyler Molly's been great.
Oh, great.
Patrick Corbin has like a 3.3 ERA. Patrick Corbin, who's these last half years is like the worst pitcher in baseball. And now they're like, yeah, no, Patrick Corbin's looking like a solid pitcher as well. You and me were high on the Rangers because of the offense.
We were wrong.
The offense has been brutal, and this pitching staff's been brilliant.
I know. I feel like the Rangers are gonna be one of those teams. As soon as they start figuring out the bats, that's when like the injuries are gonna start coming in more. Like, you already saw Uvalde go down. I'm like, oh, it's only a matter of time. DeGrom, like Corbin can't keep it up. You know, it's just like, but
They're gonna start ranking. All of a sudden, they're gonna have like the 20th starter ERA in baseball.
yeah, like the fact that Jack Peterson. I mean, I think he's hurt now, but Jack Peterson was like literally probably like the worst hitter in baseball after like having like years and years of like proving like this guy can hit, you know, and then he just like can't hit anymore.
He's gonna have a 950 OPS.
Yeah, like it sums up like how bad the bats have been for Texas.
Yeah, I mean Wyatt Langford's like the only one hitting for that team.
Yeah,
Nothing. Wyatt Langford's awesome. Like we talked a little bit about Curio was in a little bit of a sophomore slump this year. Wyatt Langford's just raking, and that's awesome to see.
oh yeah, I think he was my like dark horse MVP guy.
He was.
I think he's gonna be a stud for a long time. But yeah, the Rangers. If you were to pick in the AL West right now, who would you pick to win the division? Like right now.
Right now,
With I think the Astros up a half a game, and then yeah.
I don't know why. I don't know why I still kind of have faith in the Rangers. I don't, even though they've been awful. I still kind of. I think they do it year in year out. I mean, the Astros.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like it really matters with them. They're just going to find ways to win that division.
Lance McCullers looks good. Did you see those past two starts?
Yeah.
Yeah. 6 innings, 7 Ks against. I mean, it's the Pirates, but still.
Yeah, no, still, no.
Yeah, like, and obviously they got some guys like Javier's gonna be coming back. Luis Garcia is gonna help that rotation. Obviously don't have that Tucker in the lineup. I think Jordan's been hurt still.
Yeah, he's still been on, and Altuve hasn't even been that great, and you're still winning games.
Falling off. I think
I agree.
Like, was he 35, 36 now? I feel like last year you kind of saw it a little bit. But this is like, I mean, it's steep. It's not going easy.
His swing speed, I think, the lowest of his career. I mean, it's been, there's a bad season for Altuve. And even more than offense, Yainer Diaz hasn't really even been hitting either.
He's been brutal. Like, he's been playing every day.
He's been raking these last couple of years. I think he'll step it up some. Obviously, getting Jordan back is going to be great for that lineup. And that as much as I want to say the Rangers, they've been too bad. I still don't have faith in that Mariners offense to continue to hit. Like, I love Cal Raleigh. I like Julio.
That's it.
Maybe Cole Young could boost something into that offense. But other than that, I don't think Jorge Polanco is going to stay at this kind of rate. We already seen him start to slow down.
Yeah.
And I think it will come down to Astros just being the Astros and if the Rangers can remember how to hit.
Yeah, I agree with you. Cam Smith's another guy. Yeah, they have too many reinforcements coming on the way. And they've won their last 7 of 10. So yeah, I'm with you. Astros all the way.
Let's move on to the National League Cy Young race, where Paul Skeens is the favorite right now in the National League. And I mean, for a good reason. Paul Skeens it's only his second year in the league. He's a top 3 pitcher in baseball. I think that's very fair to say. He's not.
Yeah.
And already this year, 3.2 WAR, has a 2.05 ERA over 83 in the third innings, which is actually leading all National League pitchers to go along with 85 strikeouts, 2.03 ERA plus, a league leading .876 WHIP. Like, he's doing also a league leading in hits per 9 at only 5.8. So we're seeing Paul Skeens even maybe step up from what we saw, which was already an insane rookie year. And he's just like sometimes you have these big prospects, they'll come up. Like if you're the biggest high prospect, you don't always see them like succeed right away. Skeens has come up and not only succeeded, but he's overachieved to what even the expectations were for him coming up.
Yeah, I mean, like exactly. He's like the talent, like I don't want to say like LeBron James, but kind of like that, like oh yeah, like this guy's gonna be a stud. And he's doing more than that. I mean, he even got like Cy Young looks last year if he didn't come up so late.
Dude, he was third in Cy Young last year.
It's crazy. It's insane. And like you think
it was Sale, Wheeler, him.
Wow. And he's 22, 23. Like
23.
I mean, yeah, man. You feel like it's a matter of time when he leaves the Pirates, but it'll be interesting where he goes. But yeah, even last night he had like 8 innings, 8 Ks. I don't even think he gave up a run, and they still lost. And it's like, oh yeah, it's the McCullers. Yeah, him versus the McCullers. They lost like 2-0. It's just like it's a shame he's on the Pirates. You know, it really is.
Kind of like when it reminds me of Pete DeGrom when he won the Cy Young. Like everyone's like, how can you give him a Cy Young when he has a losing record? It's like, he had a sub-2 ERA. It's not his fault that whenever he pitched, the Mets would give him like two runs of support and that's it.
Yeah,
that's what you're dealing with the Pirates. He's going out shoving. It's just they don't have an offense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. I think it really is his to lose still. I mean, Yamamoto's been awesome. You look about like Wheeler, which you were just talking before the podcast.
We were talking this before. I need to go in. Zach Wheeler was the favorite like just about a week ago. I mean, it was him and Skeens right next to each other. Like their odds were basically split, but he was right there. His odds dropped to plus 1,000 just because of he has one bad start this year, and that cooked his odds. Where his last start against the Braves was bad. I mean, 5 1/3 innings pitched, 6 earned runs, 4 walks. But those starts before that went 7 innings, 2 runs, 7 innings, no runs, 6 innings, no runs, 6 2/3, no runs. Zach Wheeler is also, I mean, it's Skubal, Wheeler, and Skeens as those 3 best pitchers in baseball. Yeah. And Zach Wheeler on the season is still sitting at a 2.96 ERA, 76 innings, 94 strikeouts, which I don't even know if we really covered that with Skubal when we were talking about him. He's on pace to set the best like strikeout per 9 for like a starting or not. I think it was strikeout per 9 of a starting pitcher for over a full season. We're at like over 13 Ks per 9 right now with Skubal.
Wow. Yeah.
And then I mean Wheeler's at 94 Ks as well through only 76 innings, 140 ERA plus, a 9.21 WHIP. Zach Wheeler is still, kind of like you're saying with Skubal, like best pitcher on best team in the AL. Like the Phillies might not be deep. I mean, actually, they might have the best.
No,
they're arguably the best team in the.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they are. So they're arguably the best team in the National League, with either the best pitcher in the National League or just slightly the second best, depending on where you have Skeens. And for like kind of like you were saying with Cal Raleigh, I mean, it's a little different because Cal Raleigh's odds were insane. If you're getting Wheeler at plus 1,000, sign me up for that all day because he's gonna have it. Wheeler throws innings. I mean, it looks like Skeens is gonna be able to be an innings guy too, or we might see. But Wheeler, you see, like year in year out, he's gonna be around 200 innings, 230-ish strikeouts. I bet we see that again. I even bet this 2.96 ERA is going to be a high for Zach Wheeler on there. Yeah, I think this is going down from like last start did inflate it some. He goes back to doing Zach Wheeler things his next couple starts. We're looking now to more like a 2.6, 2.5 ERA. You're like, yeah, that's one of the best pitchers in baseball and should maybe finally get his Cy Young award.
Yeah, he's never had one. I know it's like if Skeens didn't exist, like I feel like Skeens is really the only thing blocking him.
This year it's interesting because like, you mentioned Yamamoto. He's been the only good pitcher for the Dodgers this year because, I mean, a lot of injuries, obviously. And then the rest of the starting rotation is bad. He's 2.39 ERA right now. And the other name I think is definitely in this conversation is Logan Webb, where I mean, people always call him like before last year. He was in a lot of conversations. Like, is he like the most underrated pitcher in baseball? Because like no one talks about him. He throws innings. He doesn't have the crazy strikeout numbers because he's a big sinker ball ground ball pitcher. And then last year was a little bit of a step back for him. But this year, I mean, 2.55 ERA, 81 and a third innings pitched, 91 Ks, 151 ERA plus, 2.14 FIP, which is leading the National League. Logan Webb is right back to what we saw in 2023 when he was Cy Young 2. And this Giants team, I think, especially like on the offensive side, I mean, even pitching as well, they're overperforming in my eyes to start this year. And while I think some of the rest of the team might go down, I think Logan Webb will be sitting right around this the rest of the year and be firmly in that Cy Young conversation as well.
For sure, yeah. He just shoved against San Diego, too, yesterday. 8 innings, 6 hits, no runs, 7 Ks. Like, yeah, he's definitely, his name should have be in that top 4.
Yeah.
No question about it. Yeah. They're pretty, like, it's funny, like, how we said, like, in the AL, like, the best player on the best team, like, you know what I mean? Like, that was the guy that's going to be the favorite. Everybody else is, like, the worst, where it's, like, almost the opposite in the NL. You know, it's like, okay, like, Skeens team sucks, and then, like, the Dodgers, you talk about, obviously, the Phillies. I mean, Giants aren't great, but, yeah, I mean, they're starting pitching it. Robbie Ray's 6th in voting. You're like, wow, okay, I didn't know the Giants were just like that.
Yeah, and then like Landon, even like someone like Landon Roof's been called up and just shoving in their rotation. The Giants have just been, I think, overperforming to start this year. But I think it's like I don't think it's sticky with all of them. Logan Webb, I think it's sticky. Robbie Ray scares me a little bit. Just he's had a lot of injuries. He's really only had that one dominant season. That was his Cy Young year with the Jays.
Yeah.
Other than that, he's been about a league average pitcher, maybe a little better. Well, I think Webb will firmly stay. I do think we're going to be seeing the Giants kind of start to fall off some years soon.
Yeah, you think too. With like, I mean, Dodgers haven't been great. They've been 500 their last 10 games. They're going to get better. Obviously, San Diego is still awesome. I mean, I feel like, yeah. I mean, I don't know, because the Diamondbacks, I feel like they're going to be sellers as we get
Diamondbacks can't pitch.
They can't pitch at all. I feel like Gallen's going to be gone.
Gallen's bad.
I think they're going to be gone. I think if they sell off, I think, yeah, they could be like 3rd place.
Like, yeah, you could see them sell like a Gallen, maybe a Merrill Kelly, a Eugenio Suarez.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure.
And those will all be very coveted pieces.
Talk about Suarez, you can have Lawler just stay up, which he's been brutal.
Mhm.
He's been really bad. But like,
He's nothing, yeah.
I feel like you got to give him some more run, obviously. I think he's only had like 50 at-bats. Yeah, Suarez he's like an 800 OPS. He plays usually pretty solid defense, 16 bombs. Like, he's been, I feel like a team would really want the Yankees. You know, I don't know, like something like that, you know?
The Yankees still need a third baseman.
That's what I'm saying.
Eugenio, maybe the rumors of Ryan McMahon to the Yankees finally come to fruition this year.
That fits. I mean, he's like kind of fits the age. They're kind of like run for it, you know?
Yeah.
But, yeah, I don't know. I feel like they're probably like the one team that's like, I don't want to say it. I feel like they're leaning selling compared to a lot of other teams where like they're like they don't know yet. I feel like they're like that first team that's like, yeah, these are probably gonna be sellers. You know, they aren't the obvious White Sox, Rockies. You know what I mean? Like, so
Orioles.
yeah, that's another one too. Yeah.
So I'm gonna pose this to you. If you had to pick right now, who are you taking in? Because I think these are definitely more wide open than the MVP. As of right now, who are your Cy Young picks? ALNL.
Can I go school schemes? I mean, I feel like it's both of theirs to lose. You know, I mean, the odds might say otherwise, but like.
No, I agree with Scooball 100%. I'm going Zach Wheeler though. With like as of right now, if I'm picking who's win, I think we're gonna see Zach Wheeler do Zach Wheeler things the rest of the year. While if Skeens is sticking around a 2 ERA, obviously, it's gonna be impossible for him not to win the Cy Young. He's going to get 180 innings probably, and if he can be like a 2.2 to a 2.3 even, it's his year. It's his award. But I think Wheeler will finish the year around a 2.5. He's going to have 200 innings. It's going to be really tight with them. But that's right. It's Wheeler's year, man. I said at the start of the year, I'm saying it now. This is Zach Wheeler. This is the Cy Young year for Zach Wheeler.
I agree with you 100%. Yeah, really. MVP wise,
Judge Shohei.
I'm for sure saying Shohei. I don't know, man. I feel like Judge. I just feel like I don't want to wish bad. I just feel like an injury's coming or something, man. You can't be this good.
I would love to see Cal Raleigh.
I'd love to see Cal Raleigh. That would be awesome. That really would be. Honestly, though, I'm gonna go bold, real bold.
J-Ram.
Yeah. I was gonna say J-Ram. Yeah, I think. I mean, he's put up another crazy year. Just another one of the most underrated players in baseball.
Oh yeah,
just doing it time after time. Should have had a 44 year last year. I'm gonna go J-Ram just to mix it up. How about you?
I mean, barring injury, I like I said earlier, I think Aaron Judge will hit about 60 home runs with like a 330, 340 average. That's MVP right there. He'll probably get around he's already at 4.7 WAR this year through 60 games. He might be like an 11 WAR player this year, which is insane. And then NL, well, it's definitely more open. It's Shohei's to lose. We'll probably see him back on the mound at some point as well, which is gonna boost it even more. But I mean, look out, Kyle Tucker, Fernando Tatis. If they keep putting on what they're doing, it can make it a lot more of a conversation there in the NL.
That'd be awesome if Tucker wins it, and he's like a free agent, an MVP free agent. That's so sick. That's awesome.
And he's just like, okay, who wants to give me the bag?
Was Judge an MVP? Yeah, he was when he hit that market, right? It's the
Yeah.
last one. So like you don't see it too often, but man,
When Arson Judge was almost a giant.
yeah, that would have been nuts, man. If he ended up going, I just saw him talk the other day about. He's like, oh, I'm glad I didn't leave the Yankees, so I didn't get booed every time I left. He was a giant, man.
So,
Wow, that would have been crazy.
actually, we didn't even throw his name out there. Don't be surprised if Juan Soto ends up right in MVP conversation come season's end.
Like Bobby Witt, we even mentioned Bobby Witt. Bobby Witt's
Yeah, I know it's been a slow start for Soto. He's up. He'll get back up to his 370 on base, 270, 280 average. He'll probably still finish with like 28, 30 home runs. Like it's just been a slow start in a new city. That's all I'm really chalking it down to for him. Like the peripherals from like his stat
he's
count.
the most unlucky player in baseball, right?
Yeah, exactly. So Soto, we didn't even really mention he's gonna be right in there come season's end. Like if we do this again, start of August, Juan Soto's name I think will be right in that conversation as well.
That's bold. I like it. I think Pete Alonso finishes high as my bold take. I mean, it's not even bold. I feel like he's just been
That's
better
bold.
this year. I am happy for him. It is bold. All right, I'm taking Pete Alonso over higher than him. I'm so happy for Pete Alonso. I think it's great. What?
Oh, he's dead. Yeah, he bet. I mean, he tried to get big money this last offseason. Obviously, didn't work. Took a little flyer deal with the Mets, and to see him raking like this, he's gonna finally get that payday he's looking for.
Oh yeah. Mets, man.
Mets, man. Hey, you got anything else for us today, Dwyer?
I'm good.
Well, hope you guys enjoyed today's episode of the Untouchaballs podcast. If you did, make sure to leave a like down below. Leave a comment down there as well. Who do you think is going to come out on top of these awards? Is Brandon Woodruff ever going to see the major leagues again, or is he just in the shadow realm for the rest of his career? Turn on post notifications so you never miss an upload of the Untouchaballs podcast, and share this with your friends, family, strangers, neighbors, anything like that. Thank you all for listening, and we'll see you next time.